Okay, next we want to put a little grease in the O-ring groove itself. So we take the syringe and we had previously cleaned off this O-ring groove, but it doesn't have to be a perfect bead, but just get some all the way around. Move the drive shaft out of the way if it's in your way. Okay, next take the O-ring we greased already. As you can see, we're just trying to make sure that all surfaces are greased. And then the O-ring is popped into that groove there. We can even take the tip of the Q-tip, the cotton swab. I have a couple different sizes here. That helps, and just make sure it's fully seated. It looks like it's seated all the way around. Now we can take the tilt arm, slide that back onto the drive shaft, slide it all the way down onto the bearing down there, and you'll see this gear has to align with this slot. If it's in too far, it won't. This will stay in the air like that. So this gear has to align with that slot. It should spin freely. And then we're going to look at this gap right here. This is the tilt arm, and this is the camera housing. You can see that it's not very even. That's because the tilt arm isn't down against the camera housing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just wiggle the camera housing a little bit to help everything seat, get the bearing lined up, and push down until it's seated. You'll hear it kind of snap into place. There should be about a 0.5 millimeter or more gap there between the camera and the tilt arm. Now we're kind of back to where we were before, where you can turn this and you'll see that this gear spins down at that end, and you know you have your gears engaged and everything's in the right position. There's no binding, there's no resistance to turning.